This is a market update, but it's some insight for you. This is why it's so important to have boots on the ground, because most data that you see is delayed. So you really don't get current information. Some is really, really bad. Some of that stuff you're reading online right now was 6 to 12 months ago. The best of the best of the best is like a month ago. Sometimes you'll get people who have access to that information and they can figure out things like pending sales. And that'll give you a lot more accurate information. But nobody beats boots on the ground. It's not necessarily precise, but it's real good gut feelings. The last couple of weeks, I've been telling you guys, man, I'm feeling it. I am feeling it because when I'm showing houses, I'm seeing multiple people there showing it also. I'm seeing people come in before me and after me. And then when I submit the offer, it's like they're like, don't go under asking because you're probably not going to get it. You sometimes can still get seller concessions, but that could be drying up. And when you put in an offer, they'll respond saying, we have multiple offer situation, sometimes a lot. In the last 2 weeks, I've had an offer with 19 others. I've had an offer with 11 others, and I've had an offer with 7 others. On my listings, all 4 of them I sold within days. Over asking on one of them, full price on the others. So the market has changed. And why have I been saying that for the last 2 weeks? Because I am boots on the ground, seeing it and feeling it every single day. So I can feel those momentums change quickly. But today I saw a market update and it is confirming a lot of what I said. So let me read it. The overall sales unchanged from last year, finishing about 1% below February of 2025. Meanwhile, under contract activity rose roughly 10% year over year, suggesting buyer demand is getting more active, but has not yet been fully translated into closings because those are pending and it takes 30 days before people see it. Now here is the more precise information. At the lower end of the market, demand is strengthened. 100 to 200, under contract listings rose 18% year over year. 200 to 300K, contracts jumped 27%. It's the largest increase across the market. The mid-tier 3 to 500, that saw contracts rise 9%, still very strong, showing demand is increasing in the lower price points. The picture shifts in the upper bracket because the luxury market has been quite strong in comparison to the rest of the market. In fact, in general, it's been quite strong. And I have felt that over the last couple of years. I've noticed that. So 500 to 700, demand in closings actually softened. 700 to a million, under contract activity increased 10%. See, I haven't even read this yet. I just read the first beginning. So I'm surprised by that actually. It increased 10%, although I have a listing over 700,000 and we sold it in a couple of days. So that makes sense. 1 million to 3 million. Under contract listings rose about 18%. And 3 million plus contracts slipped about 1%. So really the only softening in the luxury market, well, the higher end market is between 5 and 700,000. And it's down 6%, so nothing crazy. So supply trends are beginning to shift as well. February 2026, active inventory grew about 5%. I did follow that and I did notice that. But it's smaller overall increase than what we have seen previously across most price ranges. This suggests that supply might still be expanding, so that's a good thing. Won't jack up prices too quickly. And it's just not increasing as quickly as it was before. So that's a pretty good balance so that prices can stay manageable for buyers. Here's the takeaway. In 2025, the higher end market led the growth in sales volume. February's data suggests activity may be shifting, with stronger gains and the lower price ranges However, it is important to note that overall under contract activity is still below the typical levels seen for this time of year. As rates go down, that will continue to pick up. This is, I think, that moment where rates have gone down, the masses aren't moving in to buy yet, so there is a time limit that you have to still get in the market and still have any kind of leverage to help you get into that house with seller concessions, or maybe not, or maybe before prices go up as well. I don't see prices going up dramatically, quickly, but consistently. And people don't understand the value of getting your seller costs, seller concessions paid. That is, so many people couldn't get into houses because they couldn't come up with all that cash, and sellers didn't have to give it because people were buying it, and they were just cold turkey stuck out of the market and couldn't buy it. Now, with rates down, it's a great affordability opportunity, and also a chance to get all your closing costs paid, or a big portion of them. Take advantage of it.